Hi guys, welcome back. So it is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everyone. We got a lot of stuff going on today. First thing we got going is I started beef ribs this morning. So those were sitting in a rub all night, wrapped up in the refrigerator, and I just put them in the smoker using cherry wood to smoke it. So that'll be done in about 8 hours. And then we got a lot of stuff to do around the yard. I'll give you a walkthrough of some of the areas that we haven't really touched on other than some of the trimming. And then we're going to plant some grass in the front, and I'll show you what we have planned for that. There's a few other things that we're going to try to get to. So I'll walk you through everything, show you everything that's going on, and let's get started. So this is a rock wall that was already here when we moved in. It had been built mostly with the stones taken from the yard when they were excavating it. This is the one that we put together with, we'll call it gifts from other people trying to get rid of stone. So we put this one together from what we found in the yard and what we got from everyone else. Now, what you'll see is where this wall is, it lines up perfectly with this part of the driveway, and it does not match up over here. So what we're going to do is, at some point in the near future, I'm going to be moving this wall to right here. So it's more in line with the other wall. Now, in the meantime, we're looking at putting a few things in this area and turning this into a bed area. Right in this area where I've got the stick, we're going to be putting our hardy pampas grass. So that's going to go there, and I have it accounted for the movement of the wall. But mirroring that, we have over here the other stake where the other grass is going to be going. We'll be trimming all this back so we don't lose the grass into the weeds and the other grass. Here's our hardy pampas grasses that we're going to be moving up front, and then we have our sunset horizon rose bush. We're going to be probably putting that roughly about where it is. And then we have the spirea here. This continues around the side of the house. And we have one that's a little too close to the air conditioner over there, so we got to trim that back so it doesn't interfere with the air conditioner function. And then this one we're going to transplant and move someplace else. I think I've got an area over the other side of the yard where I think that's going to work out great, where there's some gaps in the foliage and the plants, and I think there's a couple spireas already over there, so it'll go quite nicely. And if I can transplant the one that's over here by the air conditioner, if it's still going, it looks like it's still alive, so we'll try to transplant that one as well, so we don't have to get rid of it. Over here we got about 6 salvia plants and a couple weeds growing in there, so we'll get the weeds out. I think we're going to trim back the salvia, see if we can get another bloom out of them this year. And then Michelle transplanted some of the plants we had from seed. We've got our Sweet 100 tomatoes here. We've got 2 of them out in this area where we didn't have anything growing. And then we have our early fortune cucumbers. They get sun most of the day, but they don't get anything in the morning since this is the west side of the house. The hardy pampas grass will get to be about 8 to 10 feet tall and about 4 to 6 feet wide, and it's going to frame out the driveway, especially once we move the rock wall back. Everything is going to be spaced right, so it's not going to interfere or go out onto the driveway at all, so it's just going to create a frame.
Get closer to the grass.
Get it on the grass.
Okay, dump it. Good job.
Go water the pumpkins. Good job, bud. I think you got them all. So back here, this salvia plant is kind of blending in with the other plants in the area. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it from here right over here, right about where the biotone bag and the shovel are. Kind of spread them out and balance this area out a little bit. The palmas grass are in. These guys found their new home. The rose bush is starting to bloom. It's found a nice little spot right here. Not too much sun. It does get morning, early afternoon sun over here, but I think it ought to be a nice contrast and stand out nicely against the side of the house and contrast with the birch. The air conditioner is free and clear of all plants. Our salvia has been trimmed back. Everything's looking good. And we're still smoking, so it's still coming along. A couple more hours left. Well, I think that'll be it for today. So thanks for watching to everybody. Happy Father's Day, and we'll see you soon.